It takes somebody with incredible discipline.
It requires extraordinary ambition.
They are attracted to power.
People who believe their vision can lead this country.
Most people in the game want to be loved.
Almost all the people who run for president are really very idealistic about their country.
There's a certain trait that they have that says, if I get the chance to grab that brass ring, I'm going to do it.
I think the modern environment makes it easier for a little-known politician to establish himself or herself.
Any candidate can run. Any candidate can go hire a big political consultant and raise money and go out and run.
The expectation used to be, if you had been in politics your entire life, that qualified you. Now the theory is, among lots of voters, well, if you've been in politics all your life, we don't want you to be president of the United States.
For people who ask me, they say, you know, you're a relatively young man, Barack. Why are you running so soon? Why are you running this time?
It's been fatal to have never done this before, but for the Obama campaign in 2008, it freed them. It allowed them to invent a new style of campaigning. And the McCain campaign was still recovering from the initial dysfunction that had left John McCain out of money a year before the election.
I don't think anybody in American life who's not run for president has any idea what it's like to run for president.
It's unbelievably grueling. These candidates and their families, they are on the road constantly.
The physical demands are unlike anything in American life.
Beautiful day.
The number of airplanes, the number of hands you have to shake, the fact that there are cameras on you at all times.
In the book, we describe it as a combination flash incinerator and meat grinder.
This game will eat you.
The ability to get up every damn day and just face the battle again.
I've had so many politicians tell me, despite all of it, the hardest part sometimes is hearing oneself give the same speech over and over and over and over.
Drill, baby, drill!
It all looks really easy, and they design it to make it look easy.
A successful presidential campaign is kind of like a successful movie. You're supposed to just see the characters on stage, the candidate's family. You're not supposed to see all the behind-the-scenes people.
The voters don't see when the candidate's preparing for the debate, when Sarah Palin was preparing to take on Joe Biden.
The stagecraft of making things look as though it's all smooth and sunny and charming is extraordinary. But behind the scenes, what these candidates are going through, it's almost like the ultimate test of human endurance.
I'm so sleep deprived, it doesn't matter, anytime, anywhere. I'll show up.
There's so many pressures, calling people, begging for money, doing commercial shoots, the giving speeches, trying to learn more policy, and they are long ordeals.
In the midst of the 2012 election, the most serious candidates have been running since 2008.
Mitt Romney said recently it's the toughest thing he's ever done in his life.
David Axelrod, President Obama's advisor, says that presidential campaigns are MRIs of the soul.
And I always sit down with my candidates and I say, all right, pretend I'm your priest. Confess all your sins.
The primary goal of any campaign is to protect the candidate and to try to control the message.
Every character in Game Change, all the candidates, all their spouses, went through a crucible of public inspection.
Of course, there are some differences.
There's no private moment anymore.
Even John McCain on the Straight Talk Express, at a certain point, decided to lower the curtains and say, enough of this.
Everything is out there in the open.
Whether you have a gay daughter, whether you have a daughter who is a teenager who's pregnant.
It is relentless, completely relentless, never-ending news cycle.
It's like a swarm of ants that you're dealing with at all times. And everyone else is a citizen journalist carrying around devices that can capture things that nobody ever had those before.
There's been a lot of effort by the other two candidates to tear each other down, which is why
They're constantly being followed by bloggers and camera people who are going to capture a mistake at some point.
The threat is everywhere.
So if you're not well-trained, well-schooled, it'll show.
There is no off-Broadway in presidential politics.
Politics are personality-driven today.
Television changed political campaigns forever.
In 1960, a national debate was a gigantic event. I mean, everybody in the country wanted to watch that. Nixon, who had great admiration for television, but couldn't use it.
John F. Kennedy and the whole Kennedy family was who inaugurated the culture of celebrity intermingling with the world of politics.
Ronald Reagan set the standard of how to be an effective communicator.
9 months ago, I signed off on one of these broadcasts, and the next day announced I'd be a candidate for my party's presidential nomination.
He'd been a movie star, he'd been a star all his life, he was just playing another role.
American politics has become more and more like a reality show. Celebrity matters more than ever.
Probably reached a new peak of intensity in 2008.
Everyone in 2008 had turned into a celebrity.
The Republican Party looked at Barack Obama and they said, we need our own celebrity.
They knew they had to do something to change the game.
I will be honored to accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States.
The day that Sarah Palin was picked, everything changed.
Senator McCain picked her for a lot of reasons, but the wow factor was definitely part of his calculation.
Wow!
You gotta have celebrity, you gotta have charisma. It's up to a candidate today to understand the rules of the game and to protect themselves from being turned just into celebrities.
The best candidate, and hopefully the best president, is somebody who can roll with it.
It's a personal decision voters make. They have to trust you, they have to think you're smart, and they have to think you're prepared.
At the end of the day, the most likable person is going to win. If you don't like somebody, you're not going to vote for them.